The first visit we made during our Jersey 2000 holiday was to Elizabeth Castle. As the tide was out, we decided to walk across the causeway. This historic monument lies about 3/4 of a mile offshore to the southwest of St Helier, the island's capital. The castle has quite a history, with construction beginning in the late 16th century. It was Sir Walter Raleigh, the island's governor in 1600, who named the castle after his queen. During the English Civil War, Charles II, then Prince of Wales, took refuge here. There is much to see at Elizabeth Castle, including the local wildlife. After all that walking, we chose to take the lazy way back to shore. West of St Helier is the pretty harbour of St Albans. Named after the Bishop of Angers, protector against pirates, the town ironically acquired much of its wealth through profiteering. Just outside St Albans we found the Shell Garden, decorated with thousands of seashells. This famous location is a real labour of love and also helps to raise much needed funds for good causes. Continuing west at St Brelard's Bay is the Church of St Brelard, and next to the church is the unique little fisherman's chapel. Dating from the 11th century, the chapel is the oldest place of worship on the island. The beautiful medieval frescoes depicting scenes from the Old and New Testaments were restored in 1980. We found La Corbière to be a wild and desolate corner of the island. These rocks are surrounded by some of the roughest seas in the channel, and there have been many shipwrecks recorded over the years. The lighthouse, built in 1874, was the first in the British Isles to be made of concrete. Later that evening we returned to find the causeway now covered by the incoming sea. Jersey is rightly celebrated for its flowers, and at the Jersey Flower Centre visitors can see blossoms growing in massive greenhouses. Known as Flying Flowers, this is the largest flower mail order company in the world. Carnations and other flowers can be bought here, sent abroad and even be collected at the airport on your way home. From flowers to flower. Inland at St Peter's Valley can be discovered the island's only surviving mill. This valley was once the site of 6 watermills, used mainly for flour grinding. A watermill has stood here since feudal times, and the present building dates back to the 18th century. Restored to working order by the National Trust for Jersey in 1979, the mill contains an exhibition of the history of milling. A delightful footpath follows the mill stream through woodland and eventually to the mill pond. On the north coast of the island, we visited the popularly known Devil's Hole. This steep downhill footpath led to some spectacular coastal scenery. The name Devil's Hole probably derives from the figurehead of a French shipwreck found here in the mid-19th century and crafted into the wooden horned devil. At the northwest tip of the island, we found still more wonderful views at Grenier Point. From here it is possible, weather permitting, to see the other Channel Islands and the coast of France. A notable Jersey landmark on the east coast of the island is Gorey Castle. This castle predates Elizabeth Castle by almost 400 years, being built on the orders of King John. King John realised that the Channel Islands were a useful place from which to reconquer Normandy. Our climb up to the keep and belfry was rewarded by stunning views over Gorey Harbour. It is impossible to visit Jersey without being reminded that the Channel Islands were the only British soil to be captured and occupied during World War II. Built by forced labour in the harshest of conditions, the German underground hospital, originally planned as a bomb-proofed artillery barracks, serve as a chilling reminder of those days. In the museum cinema, the joy of the liberation of the islanders is exquisitely shown, as caught by historic film footage. This joy is also celebrated at Liberation Square in St Helier. The Liberation sculpture and the square were opened by Prince Charles on the 9th of May 1995, the 50th anniversary of the liberation of the island from German occupation. At the end of our holiday, we were left with many happy memories of the sights and scenes of this fascinating and attractive island.